Hello traders, and good day to you all. Traders, this is the market opening preview on October 22nd, 2015 on a Thursday. Traders, I'm coming to you live from Thailand. Cloudy skies. Looks like the sun's going to pop out a little bit later today. It's very nice and cool though, I have to be honest with you. It's not a bad day. Early in the morning for me here in Thailand, and we need to get started. Got a lot to talk about, and 6 currency pairs we're going to go over. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading, and please come visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, before we get started, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I am your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do record this in the Asia session, so if you're seeing this in the London session, that's why your charts don't look like my charts, because it's probably about a 4-hour difference. Alright, traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida in the United States. 9 days later, I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my retirement, and well, traders, I'm in my 8th year, still living in Pattaya, Thailand. Absolutely love it. Love trading in the Asian markets. The time zone is great. Trade early in the morning till late at night, and I can trade all 3 trading sessions and still get a good night's rest. Traders know I do not sit in front of my charts for 17 hours a day. I do get breaks, 2 hours here, an hour and a half there. It just depends on what the market's doing. And of course, you know, in trading we have inactive zones during our trading day, and I take advantage of that. However, the nice thing is if you have a trading platform or anything like that, you can always, on a smartphone or an iPhone, you can always go in there and look at your charts, and if you have trades open, you can monitor them and still not be behind your desk. You can actually be out having a life. All right, traders, I'm always looking for opportunities or probabilities on my side to enter and exit trades. Well, I get a W in the win column. Traders, I do lose trades. I don't win every trade I take. That would be foolish for me to say something that ignorant that I win every trade. No, I do lose trades. Good money management skills keeps me in the ball game, and we've been playing it now for quite a while. Like I said, 2006. So I'm always looking at fundamentals. You have to know that about the news. You don't have to trade the news, but you need to know about the news. You need to know what's coming out, when it's coming out, and how it's going to affect your trade. Remember, we are macro traders. We trade the globe. We just don't trade one currency pair. We trade everything that's going on in the world. And always keep that in mind. I'm a technician, though. However, I'm a technical trader. I use candlesticks and price action, price structure, and I'm really big into my charts. I love my charts. And it's one thing you have to do, traders. You really have to like your charts. Charts are so important in your trading. If you don't like your charts, change your charting platform. That's all I could say. And, you know, you have to like your charts. You have to enjoy sitting down and looking at charts. Because, to be honest with you, trading's pretty boring. Most of the time, you're sitting there watching. All right, let's get a move on. I can't believe I'm 3 minutes into it already. This is the legal stuff. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's head on over to news and commentary. Let's see how the markets close. Wow, seeing a lot of red this morning here in Thailand. The Dow 30 closed down negative 0.06%. The S&P 500 closed down negative 0.58%. The NASDAQ closed down negative 0.84%. And the small cap 2000 closed down negative 1.48%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone. Looks like they had a good day. The DAX closed up 0.89%. The FTSE 100 out of London closed up 0.05%, with the CAC 40 up 0.46%. And the Eurostoxx 50 also in the green at 0.51%. Traders, let's head on over to Asia, see what's going on my side of the world. Now, remember that these countries are currently open and trading. The Nikkei 225 is down negative 0.14%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.16%. China, the A50 is negative 1.25%. And the Hang Seng out of Hong Kong is negative 1.01%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is negative 0.59%. So that's what's going on with the indices today. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. We had some data come out in the Asia session today. And we had a couple of speakers, the RBA Assistant Governor Eddie speaks, and that was over. They had NAB quarterly business confidence. No forecast, so really nothing there. The only thing we have right at the open of London is we have the Spanish unemployment rates coming out. I would keep an eye on that. That's, they're really watching Spain at the moment, so I would probably watch for that. High impact data in the London session, we have retail sales out of the Great British Pound today, and out of the Euro, we have minimum bid rate today in the London session. Moving on into the U.S. session, out of Canada, we have core retail sales and then retail sales, and at the same time, we have an ECB press conference. And of course, out of the U.S., we have unemployment claims, as we do every week. This is not a high impact, actually, it's a very low impact, and that is we have natural gas storage in the U.S. session and also existing home sales, which is a medium impact. So we do have some data today to move the markets, and that's a good thing. We want to move the markets. I have to say, yesterday's trade plans, I think only one of them did not work. All of our trade plans yesterday worked. I hope traders, you got a piece of that and caught some good pips. But yeah, really good day yesterday. And we're going to keep with that trend, as you see. And so let's get started. I don't have much to say as far as the commentary goes. The market's moving, and we just need to do our job and trade our trade plan and be persistent. Be persistent in your trading, and always remember to trade smart and not hard, right? So let's head over to the euro dollar. This is the euro dollar. Remember, this 30-minute chart. So each candle on this chart is 30 minutes in duration. I'm looking for the pullback back to this 200 in the daily pivot, which is nice resistance at 1.1353. And we want to take it down to the support 2 pivot point at 1.1333. So this is a nice 38 pip trade if you get in at the right spot, and just take it down there. And if it keeps falling, that's okay. Yesterday's trade again worked very well. Even though it was slow, it took a long time for it to happen. The euro finally did kick in. Actually, it was just about London lunch when the euro kicked in and gave us our trade. All right, let's head over to the pound dollar. The pound dollar is bearish, and we just need this pullback. It looks like it's on its way. And I just took these screenshots, so these are fresh. And we just want this 61.8 pullback here to the daily pivot point. Nice resistance there. Look left of the chart. You can see price actions reacted to this 54.35 area quite a bit. And we'll look to sell there with a bearish candlestick formation and take it down to 1.5413. The only thing I don't like about this is that there is not a huge amount of pips here. You're only looking at like 18 pips here, and I don't like that. So your other option is wait till this gets and pulls back, if it would, and the pound usually doesn't, as we know. But if we can get this back up to the 200 exponential moving average and then sell it from there, I think that'd be a better trade. The daily pivot point, that's not a big trade, and you're going to come right back into support. And of course, that 54.13 area. So I don't think I'd enter at 54.34. I think I'd wait and see if this can pull back up to that 200. But that's a task for the pound. The pound don't like pullbacks, so we'll see how it goes. We'll take it as it flies. All right, and we got data out of the pound today, so that might stimulate the market a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar continues to be bearish. Very simple trade plan today. We'll just wait for this to come up to the daily pivot point at 0.7229, and we'll take profit at 0.7203. So that's a 26 pip trade. That's like the borderline for me. I like 20, 25, 30 pips. I need, for wiggle room to, let the trade breathe, right? The other thing is we have data coming. Well, we had data come out, it didn't react, but this reacts to all data, right? So you say, well, William, what if this comes all the way up to the 200 where my little star is there at the daily R1, and that's at 72.58. Well, that's fine. Let that come up to that 200, and then we'll sell it from there. So either way, we have a couple of entries that we can get into this Aussie dollar. And again, always have your dollar index chart up and working. And this trade worked out beautifully yesterday. Look at that. All right, let's move on to the Euro Aussie. This trade worked out quite nicely yesterday. Remember, we had a trend line trade yesterday, and I put an arrow to the upside and said if it clears that, gives you a bullish candle formation, take this to the upside. Well, folks, it did, and you see all those blue candles to the upside. Yep, that was after our trend line, and that was a nice trade if you all caught that. So we're at resistance now, but we're stuck between resistance and this daily pivot. So this either needs to, and you can see I put a support line there. That purple line's a support line. Of course, the EA has a support line there. So if you're going to take it to the downside, you want it to get to that 1.5673 and sell it. And I'd sell it down to the 200 exponential moving average to like 56.30. That's a nice 40 pip trade. Or if it continues to the upside, it needs to pop this resistance, give us a retest, which would then be support, and we try to get into that 1.5739 and take it to the upside. You know, you just don't know what the Euro Aussie, it sort of like has a mind of its own. So we'll just have to see how this plays out today, and you know, so we don't have a definitive trade plan on this. We basically going to wait about 2 hours before the London Open. I'll come back and I'll take a look at it and see what we have. Let's take a look at the Euro Yen. Euro Yen is still bearish. I'm still bearish on this pair. I'd like to see this pull back to the daily pivot point on 136.02, and we'll get out of that at 135.68. Nice 32 pip trade. You know, we'll just take it down to this 200 exponential moving average. Very easy trade plan, not difficult. We just need some sort of a pullback, and it's doing it. And we'll take this to the short side. I'm only interested in selling the Euro Yen at this point. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. Beautiful trade plan worked yesterday, and you know, I was saying there was no price action in the New Zealand dollar. Well, I was wrong, traders. It worked out kind of nice. Now we got this nice move to the upside. So I'd like you to get as close as we can to this R1 pivot at 0.6740, and we also have our yellow EA at resistance there, and we will sell that at that point if we get a bearish candlestick formation. If you look left of the chart, you can see that price has reacted to that price level, and I think this will work out really nice. And we'll take this all the way back down to the support line at 0.6702. Now, you have to be cognizant of the point of that daily pivot, and you can see it's in magenta there. Look left of the chart. There's a lot of price action, a lot of what I call Forex junk left of the chart. So please be aware of that when you head into your trading there. So just watch that as you move along today. But it is looking kind of nice, I have to be honest with you, for the sell. And again, have a dollar index chart up, folks, on one of your screens. I hope you're trading with at least 2 screens. Screens are cheap. There's no reason. Even if you're on a laptop, you can add a screen on there. It's very hard to trade today's markets with one screen. When I started with one screen for a long time. I just had a PC with one monitor, and that was it. So, you know, today, like I said, screens are cheap. You need to really have 2 screens in the minimum to trade today. So have that dollar index chart. Just a piece of advice for you. All right, traders. Well, thanks for being with me today, and we do appreciate it. Again, we're coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, early on a Thursday morning. I'd like to thank you, traders. On behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading. Again, please come visit our site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, have a great trading day and grab those pips, and always remember to trade smart and not hard. Take care now. See you next time. Bye-bye.